to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. This is Stellaris playing the Star Trek New Horizons mod as United Earth. We're doing fine. We still haven't formed the Federation properly, but we're exploring a fair amount. We're colonizing, well, nothing. We're not colonizing, we're expanding our borders.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
And there's Betazoid. Betazed. The Betazoid houses. Where are you? You're right here. Would you accept an association treaty? You would. I would love to communicate with you. I'd be delighted for a research agreement. You would actually agree to it. Holy shit, weird. I probably have better tech than you.
Construction complete.
Okay, you're associated. Would you like to properly join? Probably not. We're probably still too far away. Yeah, we're too far away and our opinion hasn't built high enough. But really, this is an emphasis on how important it is to get down to Trill and Beta Veladana before too long. Mars Initiative is now at 75%. Keep pumping energy into it. Rivalry between the Rigelian Consortium and Sona Command. Well, that's none of my business. Does not affect me at all.
Anomaly detected.
A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this planet, possibly the remains of some sort of massive fleet. Action. Ooh. Ah, okay, yeah, you stopped moving because you got where you were going. Let's try to explore here. We should run into... Oh my god, I know them. Come on. The fucking Deep Space Nine earrings. I'm gonna feel stupid once we run into whoever it is down here. Nope, can't remember. Whatever. There is a clear evidence that massive space battle took place in... Yeah. This is a generic event. So we're gonna do all that and double back and research this once it's done. This will give us a free cruiser? Is what it should give by default. I don't know what it will give instead.
Special project complete.
Tassergoid secured. The Tassergoid is an extremely lethal predator. Stalks the dense jungles of Zagir at night, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before sucking their brains out with a tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 members of the USS Dawkins NCC-10 were lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology on Earth will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. I guess that's... well, it's something. Oh my god. Yeah. We need to do the NXX project. We've been needing to do that for a while. You can head on down here to start researching these. That's
Construction complete.
Cassiopeia has finally become a legit station. I'm not going to build a shipyard here. I'm not going to build a naval depot or a defensive cannon array. I'm building trade depots. I just want more energy from it more than anything else. Hopefully we won't need to use it, because this should end up being very much in the center of our empire. Or federation, or whatever you want to call it. Potato, potato.
Technology discovered.
Sinkholes. Yeah, alright. Volcano removal. Tectonic stabilization techniques allow for the pacification of active volcanoes. Fuck. Oh, we found something down here and then ran away. So we will not be going down here via the usual
we are
means.
ready.
Yep, your borders are closed, so I'm not getting
complete.
down here anytime soon. That's a shame. Though an understandable one. This has been surveyed. No one has claimed it. I guess let's build a starbase here. I don't really want it, but we need to fill in these holes. You know know what? Right-click survey here.
Construction complete.
Figure it out from there. Right. I'm more short on minerals than I'm used to being. It's because I'm building too much. Way too much.
Survey complete.
It's actually because events so often cut the amount of resources we have. Alright, we're finally becoming the Federation. Our interstellar alliance is caught the public imagination. No longer is Earth an isolated backwater on the galactic stage, but a central component in a powerful block of shared values and interests. This coalition of planets protects us, but there are many who wish for further integration to better secure ourselves against hostile neighbors. Many influential politicians on coalition worlds have signaled a desire to start this process. All that's needed is for one leader to step forward and make that happen. Unity is in Earth's hands, or Earth's interests. Hold on. Oh, I already gave you orders to build that? Sure. The Vulcan High Command has voted in favor of forming the Federation. The Denobulan Unity has voted against forming the Federation. God damn it, Denobula. The Andorian Empire has voted in favor of forming the Federation. Oh, thank God. And the Tellarite Technocracy has voted in favor of forming the Federation. We've been insulted by the Orion Free States. Alright. The delegates have all assembled in the Grand Chamber on Earth. Billions of people from each of the Coalition homeworlds watch from their homes or on enormous public displays. Federation Day. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels stepped forward, allied counterparts in tow. Dozens of lights from the audience flash and roar of the crowd subsides until the entire hall is blanketed in silence. The leader gathers around a large book on the central podium and, in turn, mark their names. Today is an historic day? No, today is an historic day? No, today is an historic day. A historic day. Fuck. Today is a historic day, Prime Minister Nathan Samuel says to the gathered masses. Today is a day our many races are joined together in peace and in the spirit of exploration and progress. Today marks the birth of a new federation, the United Federation of Planets. And with that, applause thundered. Well, we missed the cue a little bit there, but that's okay. Developer note, the other Federation founders are now a special class of member world vassal under your nation, which will aid your fleets in time of war. The Federation Council mechanic has now been unlocked. Once every 2 years, the Federation Council will allow players to integrate new members, reach out to their neighbors diplomatically, or engage in new research specialization focuses. Yep. With the accession of a new world into the Federation, many of their citizens look to brave new worlds to experience life in the Federation. While the conditions may be different from what they're used to on their homeworld, many of these pioneering citizens are taking the first steps from their world onto our own. What should we do with those who wish to join our world? Welcome them, welcome them, welcome them. All right.
So you finally did it. You put your ridiculously inconsequential differences aside and formed a federation with your neighbors. Kudos to you.
Click that away.
But don't forget that a federation is for life, not just for the Lolunot. You'll notice your influence income has fallen. You don't have to be omniscient like me to realize this is a consequence of the difficulties inherent in forming a new galactic state. But don't worry, it won't last forever. Now, do I have to hold your hand with anything else here?
Yo, so, Member Worlds, Federation Council.
Every year your Federation Council will sit in session. Frankly, I find the whole process to be utterly boring. But to someone of less...
You know what, I know how this works. We're gonna get occasional events that allow us to direct what the Federation is doing. For the most part, what we're going to do is try to incorporate members like the Denobulans into the Federation properly, making them vassals who then contribute their forces to our war efforts, but aren't autonomous and can't colonize things on their own. If they have any colonies outside of their home system, those colonies then belong to me, the United Federation of Planets, but they retain control over their homeworld, so the Vulcans are still around. We can trade with the Vulcans. It doesn't really matter because we have a weird relationship with them. You've researched 126% of your overlord's technologies. Alright, never mind. I do want to renew that. What do you got? 123 of my technologies. They're small, so they're more easily able to research things. Becoming large is cool in some ways, but also, like, really makes it difficult to tech up reliably. So we have 3 members right now, besides ourselves. What are you building here? Oh, we're colonizing this? Shit. Okay, I guess so. I didn't agree to that. Yeah. Oh, okay, thank God. Previously, my piracy risk jumped up substantially when I formed the Federation because there were lots of holes left over, but because I've been trying to make an intentional effort of filling these holes up, it's a little bit better. Alright, yeah, this looks fine. Excellent. Yeah, you won't want to join the coalition until I'm much closer to you. Well, we'll make an effort to do that. We need to make an effort to expand down in this direction to get Trill and Beta Z into the Federation properly. No problem. Gonna survey everything on the way down, because, you know, why not? I also want to get the Zindi properly into our Federation, but we can be a bit slower with that. The Zindi do border the Ferengi up here-ish. The Ferengi are here, I think. But I'm more concerned about the Tamarians and Cardassians pushing into this space. There's a lot of systems in here, and they're worth quite a bit. Yeah, case in point.
Special project complete.
This event should have been finished so long ago. It's kind of embarrassing. That's okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
With one of these construction ships, or maybe both, I should just go through and build all the stations that haven't been built. But on the other hand, I really want to get down here, so here, build research stations. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Special project complete.
The team, under Science Officer Estefania Soldana, has finished their expedition onto Melka 2 and returned the USS Earhart. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies, but it gives that place an engineering deposit and she gets experience, so not a waste of time. Now, let's just survey these systems and maybe rush for Trill. Maybe not, but I'm thinking we rush it. The Totally Not the Federation would be a lesser coalition without its incandescent friends to shine the way. Thank you. Federation Council, here we go. Legislators from across the United Federation planets from Andoria to Teller Prime have converge on Earth for the Federation Council agenda session every 2 years. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels opens the session welcoming the gathered council members before passing the floor to Governor Shav Blashcheg of Teller Prime. Several hours of policy debate ensue, leaving the Prime Minister Nathan Samuels to ponder his recommendation for the next 2 years. Begin session talks with potential member worlds. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels' diplomats have worked tirelessly to lay the groundwork for the accession of new members to the Federation. The following governments have met the high criteria required to be offered the commencement of formal accession negotiations. Begin negotiations with the Denobulan Unity. We can afford high-intensity negotiations. We won't next time, unless we meet some new people. So maybe I should, in the next 2 years, I need to send science ships to find more people so we get more influence. It's a long and detailed process. Basic principles are often agreed early. The minutiae of the Federation's legal framework, trade regulations, contributions to Starfleet often require substantial investment in time and material from the Federation government in order to progress. The diplomatic service has compiled a list of options available within our resource constraints to fund the process. I want to get Denobula done. Mars Development Project. It's raining on Mars. Of course, the first drops land undocumented, many kilometers from the nearest human being. Everyone can walk around freely unaided on the surface, but the population is still in the low millions, and has not yet spread to every corner of the planet. The vast weather monitoring system, of course, is carefully tuned to keep track of the violent storms, not a gentle summer drizzle. But today, it's raining on Mars, and it won't be for the last time. It made the desert blue. No, we are not revoking the Xindi's affiliation status, or association status. Fuck off.
Anomaly detected.
Atmospheric object deep within a gas giant? Sure, go for it. We might want to consider going after dilithium to get our fleet larger.
Complete.
Excuse you. Please just be an event triggering. If it is, it's a very slow event. So oh, no, okay. It's fine. For some reason I thought it paused there? Okay, no, that was entirely me. Weird. I don't know why I had that thought. Oh,
Technology discovered.
can I not? No, not yet. We don't have the technology for it. It used to be that there was a module used to refine dilithium in orbit. That would be very cool to get again. I'm gonna do the party competition theory. The systems of the past have one thing in common. If you want to change something rapidly, you have to throw resources at it. Expanding this to a galactic scale may enable short-term substantial boosts to our worlds. Crushed cruiser. The shattered remains of cruiser-sized starship can be detected in the decaying orbit deep inside the atmosphere. Beta Comi... Jesus, these names. Beta Comi... Breneses 6? It appears to have ventured far into the gas giant's atmosphere, perhaps in a desperate attempt to escape a pursuer, only to be crushed by atmospheric pressure. It's too deep to be salvaged, but a structural scan of the wreckage has provided us with some interesting engineering data. Dreams of a blue planet. There has not been a sandstorm on the face of Mars for weeks. Giant thunderstorms now frequently roll across the planet, across the Red Plains. Giant torrents of rain pouring down. The Hellas Plantia has been... Yeah, Hellas Planitia. Plantia? I heard it pronounced Planetia. Yeah, became a true sea as life-giving water filled to the brim. A million kilometers away in synchronous orbit, giant orbital mirrors reflected the sun back towards the surface, raising the temperature. Paul Boone stares in pride from Phobos orbit. Mars will never be a true Earth. It's too small, too far away from the sun, but it has a beauty of its own. And soon, millions of new colonists will come to appreciate that beauty like he has in the last years. The red planet, it's not so red anymore.
Survey complete.
Thank you. Now the Orion Free States are getting a little too up in my grill, so I want to start moving to Secure Trill and Betazoids.
Construction complete.
Sleeping dogs. What? After launching a classified probe, we've detected a damaged ship in the Beta Coma this name 8's atmosphere. The vessel appears to be in distress. His fucking name is ridiculous. The sooner we're done in that system, the happier I'll be. As a gift to celebrate the friendship between our two civilizations, a caravan from the subterranean aliens on Terra Nova had brought a large quantity of gemstones to the surface. Dope. Stones such as these are apparently mined by their... empire deep underground, as close to the planet's core as they dare to venture. How kind.
Construction complete.
We've constructed plenty of research stations, enough to start getting our objectives complete. Why don't we build a starbase here? Expand the borders. Failure. After launching a shuttle to investigate, Captain Blank and a small team from the USS Tereshkova enter the gas giant's atmosphere. Moments before the shuttle docked with the damaged vessel, it raises its shield, charges weapons. Shuttle is destroyed in the first salvo, leaving the executive officer of the USS Tereshkova moments to order the Tereshkova to retreat. The alien vessel easily pursues, and after a short exchange of fire, the Tereshkova is destroyed with all hands. Great. The NX project is stalling yet again. God damn it. This time it's not due to Vulcan political pressure. The introduction of the modern technologies implemented for the first time in the NX light cruiser class throughout the rest of the fleet has proven difficult. Test run of the new experimental ship, Atlantis, proved disastrous. The new engines, warp core engines, subspace bubble collapsed in proximity to the gravity well of Jupiter. The ship sunk into the depths of the gas giant with all souls lost. Starfleet Corps of Engineers have been having a hard time replicating the ad hoc and jury-rigged changes that the Enterprise crew did to the ship to get the new thrusters working, as well as new patchwork navigation software for the Duotronic computers. It is hoping to send a team of researchers, students, and officers from across Starfleet to study Enterprise's operation in field conditions. This, however, could prove a very complex project indeed and disrupt all ship work.
Log updated.
Do it! Here we go.
Colony established.
We've established the colony that we weren't meaning to establish. The Tellarites were expanding. Okay, yep, that's fine. I'm gonna have to go build some stuff up there. We need another science ship. Do we have a science ship up here at all? No. Let's build another one on Terra Nova. Let's clear that out of the way. Give me... Can we improve our science ships? They're already pretty decent. Command station. Is it cheaper? No. Chance to evade? Yeah, sure. Yeah, the evasion is worth the higher cost, I suppose. So here, Terra Nova, give me a Franklin-class survey vessel to help survey this area down here. The Arachnid Nebula.
Technology discovered.
Alright. Streamlined planetary bureaucracy. Further applications of behavioral science allows for our government to manage the needs of more people more effectively and with less labor. Our local offices run so smoothly that long queues and wait times are almost entirely a thing of the past. This will give us more core systems, which will allow us to colonize more. Not that I'm doing it this very moment, but it's for the future. So many things tend to be.
Technology discovered.
Alrighty. This is the cheapest thing, so we're going for this. Duotronic computers we could do, but I'm not seeing a motivator to do it. These facilities, mass-scale fabrication, allow for the mass production of components used in settlement development, leading to reduced costs and building time.
Construction complete.
There you go, USS Grissom. Grisham, you get... Gentier?
Affirmative.
You are too low level to research higher projects, but why don't we just get you scanning away. Join the survey team.
Special project
Orinthi
complete.
secured. The small, rodent-like creatures known as Orinthi are native to Deneb Kaitos 2, where their habitat extends across most of the planet's diverse climatic regions. They breed at an extremely rapid rate and seemed to have a particular fondness for chewing on electric cables. Procuring specimens was not a problem. In fact, after the initial creatures were collected, more of them made their way onto the USS Dawkins by hitching rides on the science ship's orbital shuttles. Exactly why the Museum of Exobiology requested Orinthian specimens remains a mystery.
Survey complete.
Pytheas is finished in Mu Cassiopeia. Let's move on to Capella, because we already have someone going to Mabu here.
Survey complete.
Earhart is finished here. Really, we just need a line that I can go down.
Survey complete.
Ooh, piracy risk is at 49%. This should really be a number more visible. So it went from 0 to 49% because of the new colony, I assume. Having a high piracy risk makes pirates more likely to spawn on our borders. Funny how that works. So to reduce piracy risk, you can have contiguous empire and upgrade starbases. So we only have 2 of 5 starbases upgraded. That's fair. Pajem, let's upgrade the one here. Terra Nova's already upgraded. Leonis? No, Zagir, let's do the new one because it's on the border. Let's upgrade these starbases.
Technology discovered.
So that's going to be 2. I can have 1 more. So here at the end of the month, I'll build another one. Xenobiology. Studying life that arises on other worlds and beyond allows us to understand the fundamental aspects of biology that were previously beyond our reach. Right, there we go. Do I want Zagir is already upgrading? Yeah? Yeah, Zagir and Pajem are already updating. So, Leonis is a border system. Having an upgraded starbase there wouldn't hurt much.
Tile cleared.
USS Equinox is done here. And you are headed there, so let's get the Kala surveyed. The Quark. It's awkward timing, Quark. Let's get you ready to build something. Build an observation post and get back to it.
Construction complete.
Fuck. Of course, everything's like, oh, done with construction now that we're out of minerals. Build a research station.
Technology discovered.
We have... Oh, right, I forgot about the Benzarians. We could have actually had them join the Federation, probably. Or at least associate with it. Yeah, but you give me influence. Thank you. We could have learned much from each other. Oh, right, I was saying I shouldn't be spending influence because I wanted to incorporate the Denobulans. Well, we'll have to slow that process down a little bit, I guess. Fudge. And well, new research. Pause so we can go talk to the new peoples. I'm gonna do inertia manipulation. The lack of motion resisting forces in space allows starships to generate extreme acceleration compared to atmospheric craft. This poses a threat to the safety of our crews, and we must hastily find a way of managing their effect on the ship. Early proposals are focusing on using graviton manipulations or gyroscopic technology, but it's likely that new forms of technology will quickly emerge. Hello. Yes. Association status. You would like to communicate? Would you like research? Hell yeah. Welcome. Okay, that looks good. You can't be invited to the coalition yet because you're too far away. Yeah, your opinion needs to grow and you're kind of far away, so that's okay. I'm impressed by the Orion Free States, a little irritated that they're moving in. Hell yeah, genome mapping. Mapping the genome of an individual through the sequencing of their DNA opens up for tailored medical treatments and therapies.
Special project.
Zolker
complete.
swarm secured. The Zolker are swarming insect analogs, unusual for both their large size and the fact that they're lithivores, feeding off of rocks and minerals in the ground. One of the shuttles belonging to the USS Dawkins sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm and several Zolkors began to feed on its hull. The construction of special containment facilities required to hold these creatures has already begun on the Museum of Exobiology on Earth. What up, Dawkins? Alright, you are gonna go over here, keep researching these projects.
Special project complete. Construction complete.
Can you build all the things? Yeah, you can. Alright, so... Oh, we have an observation. Where the fuck is this? Epsilon Indy? We already had an observation post. Oh, shows what I know. You are pacifist spiritualists. Xenophobes. Yeah, okay, you need some indoctrination, but we gain a lot of monthly science out of this. Deneb Kaitos, you are early space age, so we really may not have time to indoctrinate you. I want to go in and enable native enlightenment. Because if you're going to be enlightened, if you're going to become a spacefaring civilization, I'd like you to be my vassal, rather than just someone in the middle here.
Technology discovered.
That's done. 380, this is the cheapest thing. Optical computers, storing information in specifically designed optical matrices. Optical computers represent a significant advance in tactical simulations, increasing performance in many ways. Oh, -5. We are so close, buddy. Federation Council, review Denobulan Unity Ascension. You're at 63%. We cannot afford this. We can't afford high-intensity negotiations, because we just don't have enough influence, so we're going to have to go with medium-intensity negotiations. Pardon me. That might not be enough.
Technology discovered.
But we can hope. Research complete. 912, 912, 380s. Definitely observing the dark. This will give us 2 to our starbase capacity. Strange, weird, and wonderful sights come from the darkness of space. We should investigate ways of ensuring the borders are secure, and monitoring signals from the deep black.
Survey complete.
New election for Prime Minister. I'd love for Nathan Samuels to get re-elected, but I do not care enough to spend my precious influence on that. Okay, well, this is looking good, but again, influence is an issue.
Survey complete.
This Federation formation will go away, but it's going to be with us for about the next 10 years that our influence is going to be severely hemmed in. We still have our engineering output reduced for the next year, but we'll get there. It's just gonna take a while. Really, the only way to get more influence is to go find more people. So once we survey all of this, and I establish a good framework for how we'll move forward, actually, I may just start sending some of these off to find more people now, rather than later, because more influence would be very useful. We need it to expand, we need it to incorporate people,
updated.
We need it in like 3 different ways. Ah! Samuels got re-elected again. Congrats, dude.
Survey complete.
Ah, Kelpian duchies have been discovered. So, this is a glitch, I think. We get 40 for finding them, and then we get 40 for finding them. I don't know why that happens twice. Kind of okay with it, so we can learn a lot from each other. This is Kelpian duchies. Kelpian duchies are in here? Yeah, here they are. They're far away and would be pretty hard to incorporate. I'm gonna try, but it'd be pretty difficult. So let's establish communications with them first. Trade agreements. That'll work pretty well.
Construction
to that.
complete.
You, would not accept the non-aggression pact? I can't make non-aggression pacts. I can't offer you association status. Ah, the fucking Denobulans are blocking me. Great, thanks guys. Making me even more eager to incorporate the Denobulans properly and have them stop being so gosh darn problematic.
Evading hostiles.
Alright, 13 SETI has
Technology discovered.
pretty decent presence there. Police station. For minor crimes, rehabilitating the criminal may be possible if resources are invested in the education and counseling of these individuals.
Technology discovered.
Alrighty. This will be the cheapest. Advanced gravity planing. Generated artificial gravity helps keep workers happy and healthy at their stations in space. Not only will their bodies not deteriorate as quickly due to unnatural environment conditions, but they will also be much more effective at their jobs than in a zero-G environment. Ah! Orion Free States have declared us their rival. Well, that's a free rivalry. This gives us 0.5 influence a month, which may not seem like much, but it's an income, and before we did not have any. So, the Rigelian Consortium are their rivals as well. So that is a potential ally. Still just growing people here, still just growing people. Food might become an issue before too long. Let's go ahead and upgrade that into gem. Yeah, you got all the time in the world. And there's still a few spots for people to grow here. Ah, we found the Klingons. Evangelizing zealots. Not how I'd describe the Klingons, but okay, sure.
You honor my house.
Ah, the Klingon Empire will hear you now, human. Let's offer a trade deal. Communications? Research agreement? Nah, I didn't think research agreement was gonna happen, but communications could be very good. You're pretty big, and you should know about people that I don't. Fuck yes! Alright. So we learned about the Gorn hegemony. Oh god. Alright, Suliban. You, though. I would like to trade communications with you. We learned about the Suliban Cabal. Let's trade with you. Communication, research? Nah, yeah. Which introduced us to the Husnak Ascendancy and the Morale states. Sweet influence. I cannot overstate how happy I am to have found people who know people that we don't know. Hey, maybe you wanna communicate and trade tech? No? Okay, just communicate. How about that? That good with you? That good with me. Osnox, hey buddy. Communications? Yeah? Maybe? Tell me about more people? Alright, you don't know anyone else. Still, better. Much better. Incorporating you is now possible. And moving into this space is now much more possible.
Technology discovered.
And our starbase limit just went up. Hells yeah. Transorbital fighter craft. Deep space dry dock. Let's get advanced space ballistics. There are a range of improvements that can be made to the existing spatial torpedoes. Torpedo design more effective. To make the existing spatial torpedo design more effective. There we go. This is an important word there. Improved blast shields will channel more of the explosion toward the front of the torpedo. With our increased expertise in spaceborne sensors, scientists have devised an ECM suite that will make the torpedo harder to track and counteract. So this will get us up to 5. I can get a couple more of these. Is yours upgrading, Eonis? Yes. Zagir's is upgrading. This is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, alright. Epsilon Indy. I would like... Nah, I don't want that one upgraded. Which one of these has planets I'll actually colonize? I mean, all of them eventually, right? So let's get this one upgraded. And I'll have to wait a month for the next one. We're giving this away. Here.
Survey complete.
Sigma Draconis should be next.
Construction complete.
Alright. New tech. Frontier medicine. The colonization of alien worlds has opened up an entirely new field of biomedical research. The Equinox has been finished with its work. Keep surveying stuff down here. Rigelian Consortium entered a defensive pact with the Kelpians. Well, it's fine. I want to incorporate both of you anyway. We could declare war against the Orion Free States with the justification to impose our ideology. Wouldn't be bad. Could we win? Maybe. I'd need to transition from this expansion footing that we're on right now to expanding our war footing, so we'll get there. For now, I think it's best to just try to block them in, and we'll deal with this problem later. We are playing the Federation after all. They're not the most aggro people in the world. Very
Construction complete.
insistent diplomatic advances, certainly, but not join us or die. Piracy risk get down to 40%. I'm integrating this
Special
because
project
it's open
complete.
space between systems. Sneerin secured. Sneerins are large, burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts on Kafiria. When these predators sense movement in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tall spikes from their backs in hopes of impaling something edible. Finding a suitable specimen proved difficult at first, until hundreds of drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery and procurement of an unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. Fucking horrifying. I'd like this surveyed. Why did I not survey this? Because this would let us close the borders. Alright, Husnox have opened up their borders
Evading
to us.
hostiles.
That's small victories.
Technology discovered.
Oh, you're telling me about medical policy. Yeah. I don't need that. 912, 912, 912. Deep Strike Commandos. Not interested right now. Dialytic Life Support System or prefabricated colony structures. Let's do Merchant Marine. The supply and logistics required for vessels over the vast reaches of outer space requires a radical new outlook on civilian and military vessels.
Survey complete.
Alright, Earhart, come do this. I know there's probably something better you can be doing, but yeah, you'd be better off suited researching that. Never mind. What are you doing? Evading hostiles. Great! You can go survey this. No problem.
Construction complete.
Starbases are completing construction. That's delightful. How's this looking? 40% still. A little less delightful. Orion Free States have declared the Temerian Unity their rivals. Oh, that should help our relationship.
Construction
Oh.
complete.
Stellar Nursery.
Tile cleared.
Not really what a...
Special project
Okay.
complete.
That's not... Definitely... I just clicked through it. We found more animals. It's fine. Go... get those wily
Survey complete.
Jordanians. You can move on to surveying this construction ship here. Let's be real, I want to close up these borders. 37%, so we're getting in the right direction there. I can only build a few more of these. I'd really like it to be this system, so let's have you move here. Because this borders the Orion Free State, and we'll start to hem them in, and it also borders us. Pythea's here. Oh, are there two of you here? Ah, okay. You go there. Federation Council, let's review the Denobulan Unity accession process. 105% complete, so let's welcome the Denobulan people into the Federation of Planets. Thousands of delegates from across the Denobulan Unity have gathered in the Great Council Hall on Earth to formally sign the Accession Treaty welcoming Denobula into the Federation. Prime Minister Trevix stands side by side with Prime Minister Nathan Samuels and the leaders of other Federation worlds as billions of individuals watch the historic events in public places and homes across the Federation. So the become a member world. They didn't have any other colonies, but it's fine. Why do I gain 1.5 per month? I'm not questioning it. I'm just we're no longer in a federation because we incorporated the only other member. Yeah, welcome them to our worlds. So people are immediately like, yo man, you want a defensive pact? I'm like, no, I don't. What I want is a non-aggression pact with you, and a non-aggression pact with you, and hey, you like non-aggression pacts? I like non-aggression pacts. How you feeling about you're not into it. You are rivaled with me, so not likely, huh? Yep, non-aggression pact. Non-aggression pact. You? Yeah, didn't figure.
You honor my house.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd be into it, but, you know. Thought I'd offer anyway. Non-aggression pact. Non-aggression pact. Would you like a non-aggression pact? No, not really. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, that's a lot of non-aggression pacts. You want to form a coalition? Oh, you're so close. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. Okay, we're gonna have to move south if we're gonna start incorporating people. Fair enough. Trill and Betazoid. Beta Z, you're up next. Alright, Starfleet Medical. Unlocks access to diplomatic quarters and humanitarian aid ship modules. Or we can start going for naval patrol, which I think I'm gonna do. Federation Merchant Association. The Federation Merchant Association is a service organization charged with the duty of moving cargo and goods vital to the survival and expansion of the Federation. I've read this text already. I'm just gonna click on this.
Initiating communications.
With whom? Nope. No defensive pact. What I want is a coalition. I will not settle for less.
Initiating communications.
What do you want? Active sensor link? You got it. Finish tech. Gravimetric field displacement. Through the use of specialized and improved plasma conduits, our cores can effectively produce the warp plasma needed to create vastly more stable subspace fields. Fields. God damn it. Variant system. During the early days of space exploration, we could get away with using a limited number of starship design patterns. We now have more experience with living in space, and our technology is improved in some significant ways. In order to make the most of this new technology, and to ensure our fleets are as capable as they can be, we must consider choosing an area of starship design to focus on. Speaking of updating our ship designs, I haven't done this in a while. Yep. And that's the best evasion we're gonna get? No, chance to evade +4. So that'll get us to 35. A refractive stealth hull would get us to... Nope, inertial damper is the way to go. Solid state afterburner, warp coil... Nope, no. That's fine, that's great. Better. Better. Okay, 39% dodge. Pretty fucking good. Upgrade this fleet.
Ships upgraded.
We now have a 29 naval capacity. I'm not going to build on that. I'm not going to trust that because it's not correct. We don't have a 29 naval capacity. You know what? No. Just keep building mining stations. We're making 1 influence a month. It takes 7 years for us to be able to afford, or 6 or 7 years for us to be able to afford a new outpost. We don't need to be spending our influence at twice the rate that we get it. Dangerous wildlife removal. Tactical disruption of natural habitats combined with converging search and destroy patterns can effectively eliminate hostile wildlife in a very short span of time. What are we at? 37%.
Anomaly detected.
Mirror, mirror. We have found a planet worth exploring, but an ion storm is quickly moving in. Oh, yeah. We have a lot of ships. Mirror, mirror. Captain Takeru Hayashi and the away team beamed down to the USS Equinox to explore the planet. Interesting material composition seemed to warrant further study. However, the approaching ion storm forces the away team to return to the ship before the geological analysis can be completed. With a rapidly increasing interference, the transporter chief very nearly loses the away team's transporter patterns, but is fortunately able to beam the Captain Takeru Hayashi and the away team up to the USS Equinox safely. Following their return, Captain Takeru Hayashi and the members of the away team appear to be acting strangely, becoming angry and violent towards other crew members with little provocation. The executive officer has become concerned that there may be something wrong with the away team and believes that there should be examined by the ship's doctor. Yep, you're going to sickbay. Ship's doctor has run a complete medical examination of Captain Takeru Hayashi and the away team. As far as the doctor can tell, there's nothing wrong with any of them, and no explanation can be provided to explain their violent behavior. The executive officer has the captain and the away team confined to the brig until they can determine the cause of their change of behavior and how it can be resolved. Captain Takeru Hayashi eventually confides in the executive officer that they're not from this universe, and they've transposed their places with their opposites here. The captain ordered the away team to keep up the pretense until they could determine a way to return to their own universe, but the differences between the two universes made that impossible. The transporter chief believes that there may be a way to return the away team to their own universe, and hopefully recover our own captain and away team in the process. However, there is the chance that the approach may fail and they would end up losing both away teams. Yeah, do it. The captain and away team from the parallel universe are escorted by a security team to the transporter room, where the transporter chief attempts to repeat the process that brought them to this universe and sent their own captain and away team to the other. Before dematerializing, this is so, verbose? Like, I feel like there would be a more efficient way of phrasing this. Before dematerializing, the captain from the other universe tells the first officer from this universe that this universe is weak and ripe for conquest, and that they will crumble as all weak civilizations do. There's a problem with the transporter, and it shorts out during the transport cycle. The transporter chief tries to recover the signal, but it's gone forever. It's likely both versions of Captain Takeru Hayashi and the away team members were lost during transport. The distraught transporter chief promises to fix the error that led to the incident taking place, but it won't bring the captain or lost crew members back. Wah, wah, wah. What a shame. I mean, not really a huge deal, but
affirmative.
Kind of annoying.
Affirmative.
Oh, that's a shame. You can have happy endings to that. You can have other bad endings as well. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Let's get another construction ship. Can I actually modify these now? Okay. Why? This design already exists. I know. Okay, new design, construction ship. No section, you're gonna be construction bay, you're gonna be construction. Alright, cool. Yeah. I want cheap. Cheap is 10, cheap is 10, cheap is 10, cheap is 20. Okay, 10, 10, 10. Just give it lots of hit points. What can go here? Anything to make it go faster. Faster? Faster ship upkeep reduced. Yeah, I'm into that. Though, well, I don't know if it maths out to that being worth it, but whatever. There we go. Construction save. Not the most adventurous name for a construction ship, but, well, doesn't much matter. Don't need to have adventurous names for glorified outpost delivery systems.
Special project.
Gulantha herd secured. Gulanthas are large, flat herbivores that evolved internal gas pockets, enabling them to hover a few centimeters above the ground. They move about in herds consisting of a few dozen animals, grazing on the moss and lichen that can be found in the windswept plains of Groombridge 34-3. They're ruthlessly hunted by the planet's apex predators, and our biologists on the USS Earhart estimate only a few hundred Gulantha herds remain. One of these, consisting of 9 animals, has been successfully collected and brought back to Earth. Alright, Earhart, you're done here. Go to Beta Leonis, and we should be done with this survey mission.
Construction complete.
Speaking of Beta Leonis, you go up to Eridani.
Construction complete.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna move this way. I don't love how high our piracy risk is, but we're an awkwardly shaped empire. Hopefully sealing this up and having steady borders with other powers will help address that, but, well, maybe not. Enlightenment completed. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to Denem Kaidos 5 have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization up to an early space age level of technology. Under their new united government, the aliens now style themselves as the Klaha Constituents, and they've agreed to become our vassals. We've ceded full control of the system and dismantled our observation post as per conditions of our treaty with them.
Oops, I'll get down.
Yeah, you are unhappy because you think the relative power of subjects is quite askew, but it's fine.
Construction complete.
Caridian civilization encountered. We've detected alien civilization in the Caridian system. Ah! Alright. Early space age. Cool. What are the people like? Xenophobe, or xenophile, militarist. Ideal, actually. The militarist part, a little bit not, but
Construction
whatever.
complete. Survey complete.
Done with dangerous wildlife removal, orbital hydroponics. The challenges inherent in cultivating crops in zero-G are fairly unique, but far from insurmountable. Equinox. Ooh. Well, looks like we're starting to hit the border of what we can survey down here. Interesting. We're about at the end of hour 3 here. I'm gonna keep streaming for another hour tonight, but if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, this is it for today, my dudes. So until tomorrow, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe. Until then, toodaloo, take care, see you later. Bye-bye.